Great, so you made it to the end of this video. Now I want to give you a surprise. For the other people who did not watch the entire video, they do not get the surprise.
I'm playing with fire. I'm getting so close. Got so much desire. So I am never letting go.
What's up you guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now first of all, I'm really grateful for all of you that have been following my channel. Recently I've been getting a lot more views than I expect and it's been really awesome. If you're a YouTuber, the only thing that can motivate you the most is getting more views and subscribers. Motivate to make more videos, you know. And it's been really amazing to see at least like 500-600 views in like 2 days, you know. Usually that never used to happen on my videos, but I'm guessing that I'm doing something right and you guys are loving my content, so I'm going to make more and more content coming up really soon. So there are two things that I want to talk about today. First is the importance of having a good phone when you're in America. In America, everything is literally runs on a smartphone, you know, paying my rent or like tracking my classes, and every little thing runs on a cell phone, and you need a pretty good phone for that. And of course, you need a lot of apps. You know, America runs on apps, a ton of apps. So in this video, I'm going to talk about two different things. Firstly, the new phone which I got, which is the iPhone 11, and I'm also going to talk about the apps which I use on a daily basis and which I think are important for all students. Some of them would be very specific to my use of a phone, but then of course there'll be a ton of them which will be common for a lot of different students, and usually they make your student life more easier. But before getting into the video, I would like to let you know about this amazing platform called Web Affairs. When I was applying to university, I lived in a pretty small town. You know, I did not live in a big city, so there were not many college fairs happening in my town. So I felt like I was not getting enough information to learn more about scholarships and the admissions process. If you're in a similar situation where you want to go to America, you want to study in America, but you feel like you are not getting all the information which you need, the best place to get information about studying abroad is from the admissions office of that university. Web Affairs is a platform which brings in universities from all around the world and reps from the admissions offices of these universities to talk to you directly sitting at your home. Isn't that just awesome? All you need to do is go and follow them on Instagram, and after that go check out their website and see the events which are coming up. You can register for these events and get into these web affairs to talk to universities coming from all around the world. This is the best and the most accurate source of information for you to apply to universities and learn more about scholarships. And don't worry about sitting through long, boring webinars, people talking about their university. No, that's not gonna happen. Web Affairs is a very different platform than a webinar. In a web affair, you can talk to only the university that you want to talk to. So in a webinar, you have to sit and watch what they are talking about. But in a web affair, you can select which university you want to talk to and be there with them on a video call and ask all your questions about admissions and scholarships directly to the representative of that university. I have personally checked out this platform and I really love it. I also advise you guys to go follow them on Instagram and register for the upcoming web affairs. And if you have any questions about web affairs, feel free to DM them on Instagram. Alright, so now getting into the video, talking about this device called a phone. I know, it sounds cringy, but it's a really important device when you're moving to America. It does not mean that you need to spend all your money to get the best phone. No, you know, you can come here, earn your money, and then get a phone, you know. When I came to America the first time in 2018, I used a old iPhone 6 with a broken screen. So I was kind of using that phone for a little bit, for about, I don't know, about like 8 to 9 months. And then I got a small $1,000 scholarship and I bought a new iPhone XR. And then I went to Zambia, back to my family in the last summer break, and I left my phone in Zambia with my father. And when I came back, I got this new phone, which is the iPhone 11 white, 128 GB with a pretty cool cover. Can you see it? Not yet. Oh, now you can see it. Yeah, so I like this cover a lot. So now coming to the apps which you need. So I've divided all my apps into 5 categories. The first one is my personal use, second one is the finance, so money related apps, third one is entertainment, fourth one is photo and video editing apps on the phone, and fifth one is others, like a mix of like other apps. Now entertainment is probably my least one. I would like to start with entertainment. I'm not at all a guy who, so firstly, disclaimer, I do not play video games at all. I don't even know how to use a controller, and which is a good thing. Okay, there's no games on my phone. There have not been any games on my phone for the last 4 or 5 years, ever since I was in high school. I was a really focused student, but a pretty cool one, you know, not a nerd. But at the same time, I didn't believe in like video games. I think video games waste a lot of time, and they're addictive, of course. Social media is also addictive, but there are ways to control everything. You know, you can still be playing video games, but still not be addicted to them. But okay, I went completely off the path, but coming back to it. So entertainment. I have 3 apps: Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, and YouTube. So YouTube, basically, all of them I don't really watch a lot. Maybe Netflix, like kind of sometimes when I have time, but usually I don't have time. Right now it's summer break, so I have some time, but usually I just don't have a lot of time to watch. Hey Google, how are you doing?
I'm great this evening, thanks. If you'd like to top off your day with a movie, I can help. Just say, recommend a movie.
Oh, I'm good. I'm shooting a YouTube video right now.
My apologies, I don't understand.
Yeah, it's okay. So yeah, but other than that, when I need entertainment, Google is my thing. You know what? One thing that might help you to reach America and live the American dream is liking this video. Just leave a thumbs up. It will help me with the YouTube algorithm and stuff like that. And that motivates me. So I'll make more videos to help you to get to America. You know the connection? Yeah, just leave a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go to my personal apps. So personal apps, I have WhatsApp, through which I communicate with my family and friends. I have Instagram, through which I communicate with you guys, which is amazing. So follow me on Instagram. Then I have the Notes app on the iPhone, which I use a lot to keep a lot of notes, starting from groceries to scripts about my videos. So then I use the Reminders app, very important. So in America, I learned a lot about being punctual about everything and not forgetting to do the smallest tasks. I work on campus, I have an office job, so it's like pretty important to manage everything pretty well, so I use the Reminders app. I know there are a lot of other apps too which you can use for like reminder stuff. I personally am not the biggest fan of the Reminders app because I think that it's a little bit more difficult to use. The next is the camera app. I take a lot of pictures, a lot, and videos too. Then I use Gmail for my personal Gmail email ID. And then I use the Outlook for my TCU ID. So whenever you go to America in any college or university, you will get a university email ID. So university will be contacting you on that email, which is usually on Outlook, sometimes on Gmail platform. It depends from university to university. But it is very, very important for you to check those emails every day. And the last app that I have on my personal list is Google Maps. I just moved to Texas. I don't really know all the places around, so even the smallest thing, I need to Google it. Alright, coming to the finance section of these apps. So I have 4 apps which are listed under finance. So usually with finance, when you are in America, you have a bank account, right? And then you need to track your expenses. So right now I use a debit card. I do not have a credit card, which means that I only have my bank account to take my money from. If you have a credit card, then you can take credit, but that's a story for a different video, you know, that's a topic for a different video. But for now, under finance, I have the Chase Bank app. I've been working with Chase for the last 2 years, ever since I opened this account. I absolutely love Chase. I would recommend Chase Bank to anybody. They're not even sponsoring this video at all, but they should. But Chase is just amazing. I love their customer service. If you have any questions at any time, they're always there to help you. But so the Chase app is very helpful. It just shows me all my transactions. It shows me my current balance, and it shows me everything else. Now coming to the second app is Venmo. Venmo is an app through which you can send or receive money. So whenever you're like outside with, and the same with Zelle, which is the third app. So Zelle is also an app through which you can send and receive money inside America. to your friends. You know, sometimes we go out for dinner, a friend pays, and then you need to like split the bill or something. That's when you like use that app. And the last one I have is Mint. So there are two Mints on my list. One is the finance one and one is under miscellaneous. This Mint app helps you to track all your expenses. When you're in America, it's very, very important for you to track all your expenses. America is a materialistic market. You will not even realize how much money you're spending in America. Alright, so the fourth category is photo and video editing. I do a lot of like photo and video editing for Instagram and YouTube. So I have this category in here. I have 5 apps on them. I have iMovies, which I use. Now iMovies, it's on my phone, but I don't really use it on my phone. I usually use it on the laptop to edit this video. Like I'll be editing on my laptop. Then I have PixArt, really amazing. Love the edits there. I have Canva. I don't really use it on the phone. I use it more on the laptop to edit like thumbnails and stuff. And then I have Lightroom, which I really love to edit a lot of pictures in. And I have FLTR, which is another app to, it's like a preset for Lightroom. So you can copy the preset and then edit your pictures in Lightroom using that app. Right, so coming to the last category, which is others, which is the miscellaneous of all the other types of apps. I have Amazon, which is really important because Amazon literally has everything that you probably will ever need, which is amazing because Jeff Bezos is making his billions sitting at home while you gather a lot of crap at home. Then I have Google Docs, I have Skype, Zoom, GroupMe. GroupMe is an app which students usually use to like make groups and talk to other people and make like projects and stuff like that. It's a very common app. Then I have Udemy. I would try to learn Java on Udemy, never really ended up learning it because I don't know, I'm just not a computer science person, I guess, because I tried to learn coding all the time, but then I end up not learning it all the time. And the last 2 apps I have is the TCU mobile app. So mostly all universities are going to have their own app where you can actually see your classes, your transactions, your blah blah blah, whatever, everything, like the map of the university, literally like most of the things about the university. And the last app which I have is the Mint mobile app, which is like, you know, Vodafone or Airtel or some other company in your country. So it's gonna be like monitoring my data usage. I currently have a Mint mobile plan, which is about $25 for 12 GB of internet per month. So it kind of helps me to track how much GB of internet I've already used and how much do I have remaining for this month. Great, so you made it to the end of this video. Now I want to give you a surprise. For the other people who did not watch the entire video, they do not get the surprise. What I want you to do is go to Webifair's Instagram and follow them. And then send me a screenshot that you have followed them. And I will answer any of your question, any one question you ask. I get a lot of DMs on Instagram, but I don't really reply to all of them because I practically do not have that much time. But then if you send me a screenshot of following Webifairs, I will answer any of your questions. All you need to do is go follow Webifairs, take a screenshot and send it on my Instagram handle, which is right here. So Webifairs, follow, screenshot, and send it to me. And ask your question, of course. And let me know if you have any other questions. So I hope that this video helped you a little bit. I know that the topic was a little bit like different, but hope really helps a lot. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to watch more videos like this or even more fun videos, you know, if you think this was not a really fun video, I do have a lot of other entertaining videos. Sorry, a lot more. I guess this made it more entertaining though, but whatever. So if you want more, okay, this was what I fell. So they were on the table and then they fell down on the table. So yeah, if you think this was not very entertaining, sorry, but believe me, I'm a pretty good joker. I was the clown of the class all the time. So go and subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow Webifairs, follow me, and send me the screenshot and do whatever, also like the video, you know, so that also helps me a lot. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.